Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Bree Studios here in Garfield, New Jersey. I'm Darth Messiah. I don't always finish stories, but when I do, I finish them on your mother's face. And on the phone is always the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
You know, guys, like the Ambient Darkness. It's your boy Alex Motherfucking Hill, aka the Stan Lee of podcasting, and formerly known as the leader of the Fuck the McMahon group. But now, we're all unemployed because we don't have nothing to do at this point. Also known the man who you're going to put a cross space and make a run to a cross space. And if it ain't McMahon with a paycheck, now we're running for the hills, but that man all up in your raw space.
And on the board, Steve Franchise, better known as Mr. J Kid, if you are nasty.
You already know, it's your boy, Steve Franchise on the ones and twos, giving you that Ultra Wrestling Heel news.
Man, what up, the champion Jobber in the chat? How you doing, sir?
What's up, champion Jobber? Guys, big week.
Big week.
Big week that just happened.
Will Smith struck again?
Yeah, in the form of The Rock. It's a reverse role, actually.
Yeah.
Somebody named Rock is actually doing the slapping.
Yes.
Yeah. I know Chris Rock was at home slapping his hands like, yes! Yes! Shit, I should have called him on stage.
Oh, since, Champion Java is here, a.k.a. Professor Knox, a.k.a. X-Men Ditta. It's not a skitter.
It's not your pops or the cops, so don't get popped.
Ah.
And what up, Calvin, the JJ Dillon of the Ultra Heelz.
Glad to see you guys. Of course.
Yeah. And they've come just in time for Chicks of the Week.
Chicks of the Week.
There we go.
Yo.
And this week's Chicks of the Week begins with none other than first-timer Mariah May, the sidekick of Tony Storm.
Gabbi.
Yeah, the sidekick.
Dummy cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheeks on the side. Because every set of cheeks is always accompanied by another set of cheeks.
Yeah. Hello, ladies.
She was hiding those luscious cheeks in Japan for quite some time.
Jesus.
And then Jordan Grace and her muscle booty has made a return. And Maxine Dupree, because little booties matter.
Now, you say Jordan Grace with muscle booty. It's not just muscle booty. It's a muscle voice, muscle arms, muscle everything. Pectoral.
Muscle tits.
I'm about to say, Jordan Grace, more muscle than her man.
Yeah.
What a mark. What up, G?
Anything Vince McMahon drop is going to hit different.
It is now.
Oh,
What's
my
good in the
God,
hood?
it's going to feel so.
What's good in the hood?
Now. Before it was annoying. Now
This
it's
one is
right.
not going to age well.
Excuse me while I rip this out.
It was
That
never
hits
supposed-
different.
It was never supposed to feel right, and now it feels like it's right.
At least for the segment.
Oh.
What up, G?
Keep it up. Keep it up. I'm a nigga. I don't care what nobody's saying. If you go back and watch old Vince McMahon stuff now and think about what he's done, you be like, you know what? He's been telling us this for years and nobody wants to listen.
Yeah. And next up, we have Sky Blue.
Hey.
And we have,
Yeah.
I forgot who it is. It's not on my screen.
I can't remember her
It's not
name.
on your screen.
It's not on my screen.
Hey, look, I'm just happy I'm seeing Leopard and Star Booty. Oh, shit.
Sky Blue and Steph Delaner. There we go.
Is it there now?
Yeah, it's there now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Sky Blue and Steph Delaner, formerly Persia Parado. Second time, Persia Parado.
You keep showing up with angles like that, she's going to be up here multiple times.
Yeah. Very oozy.
I got a question. Do you get to talk about IG?
Yes, I did.
Do you go ahead and send that my way too. Hey, ladies. Some people, that's my thing to add more people.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yes, right. Sky Blue. You're damn right, champion job. But Sky Blue is, she is the bee's knees, if I do say so myself.
You can get the bee's knees.
Yeah, definitely. And
Bees have bees.
And once again, I want to thank this random account on Instagram. He's clearly some sort of Hispanic male, because I can't read half the shit he writes because it's all in Spanish. But thank you for the $9.99 that you spend every month.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
For Lacey Evans' fan time account. And sharing these pictures with the rest of us.
Very oozy. Very oozy.
So, at this point, I feel like he should just have a link. If he's going to donate some kind of money, because he's doing the Lord's work. He's doing the Lord's work with as much as he can.
Hey, not all heroes wear capes.
I know, like this, but this hero deserves to be reimbursed for what he's given us.
He doesn't do it for the glory.
Is that Mandy Sack?
That's Mandy. This is the Mandy Rose and Lacey Evans collaboration that Kelvin was talking about a couple weeks ago.
These are very elite white women.
White women.
Takes it away. Like it was not that elite. Outside WWE, they are something that I feel like I need to pay attention to a lot more than I used to.
Very elite.
And notice I had to slightly censor the photos for YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, I
have an image.
I need a personal uncensored photo.
I think I still have the raw photos. I think
after today, I want Lacey to go after another Peruvian, and that is me. Yes.
Yeah. But it gets spicier.
Oh.
Hit the next round, sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Hello, lady. Hold on. I wasn't prepared for that. I was supposed to okay, I'm going to choke this now. Oh. That one on the right side. That one on the right, like this is your screensaver on my new phone. Jesus Lord.
Is this even safe for YouTube? I don't think that's PG.
I covered the things.
I don't think that's PG. Like R2 said.
I feel like we in the actual era. Because somebody about to get Raw's War real quick.
If you're listening to this on an audio platform, you must. I normally tell you might need to, but today I'm going to say you must.
Yes.
You must hop over to YouTube. If you're on an audio platform, you must hop over to YouTube.
Must.
And enjoy these cheeks.
Hey, look. I'm going to tell you one. Okay? A lotion bottle behind me and some power in front of me. Let me come over here and see this real quick.
Yeah. Today's a must. You need to hop over and watch.
Just like it's a must to talk about what we're going to talk about later. So.
Jesus!
No, it's funny. I can talk about this for the next 2 hours if I need to.
We can compare this slap of the century to what we're going to see, but, I feel like this slap is taking it. If that was a slap or that's just like her holding it, that looks like a slap to me.
A little Nelly tip dribble, a little bit of something.
I might have to put this song on. Yes. Yes.
That's it right there.
All right.
Let's take this slide down before my ass.
Like Alex said, we can talk about this for the whole show.
Yes, we can.
But we have to move on.
Yes, we do.
Boy, oh boy.
Okay. All right. Any last piece before we move on?
Like I said, I got lotion behind me. That's all I'm going to do today. If I go quiet too long, it's in my memory already.
I just want, lube and with them together with me. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Ultra Fantasy Booking. Unfortunately, there was no voting this week. 15 hours yesterday, and I just didn't have time.
I got figured out what I would have been. I was like, something seems to be missing. But I can't put my finger on what it was.
Yeah, I worked 15 hours. It just wasn't going to happen. So we're going to have double voting next week. And but I'm going to present my show, so that way, again, we're gonna have double voting, and then we'll be back on track in like 2 weeks. We'll just do double for the next 2 weeks, and then we'll be back on track. So, Warzone this week.
Chase of the week.
We're gonna kick the night off with the debut of the Giant, Paul White, the Giant. He's gonna take on Kip Sabian. And next up, Beth Phoenix is going to come out for a promo about Chelsea Green and how Chelsea Green is always ducking title matches. Chelsea Green is always cheating in title matches. She's scared to face anybody one-on-one. And next up, LA Knights is going to come out for a promo. It's going to tell Matt Cardona, cash in. You ain't got the balls to cash in.
Yeah.
That's why you work in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
And that's just a fact of life.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo. Next up, the debut of Jamie Hayter. She's going to team with Sky Blue, and they're going to take on Zoe Starks and Raquel Rodriguez. And then, as promised, our main event, it is going to be Cody Rhodes teaming up with 3 big black men. Bobby Lashley.
Yo, you said that.
Black History Month.
Yes, for Black History Month.
Hey, man,
Cody?
hey, man, it's a black man teaming up with 3 more black men, and also here in my head is Anna, BBB, big black and bald.
Well, the problem is Hobbs has hair, so he's not bald. So I couldn't do the BBB.
What are we talking about right now?
Because Hobbs has hair. I couldn't do the BBB.
So Hobbs has hair, but at the same time, you need to go ahead and get rid of it. But still, let's continue.
So Cody is teaming with Bobby Lashley, Moose, and Will Hobbs, better known as the Hurt Nation. And they're going to take on Bullet Club Gold inside of War Games. And that will be Warzone.
I feel like we need that as a drop of this wherever it is shooting War Games, the hardest
Yeah. Yes, we got to work on that one.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find a good clip for you.
I'm about to say, you don't need to. There's a compilation of him saying it from the time they started all the way until he left.
All right, now before we get to what we actually want to talk about, let's talk about the commentary team for this event, the WrestleMania 40 Kickoff.
Yes.
The dichotomy between CM Punk and Big E was awesome.
I need them two as commentary somewhere.
Did you catch what Big E said? I'm just here so CM Punk doesn't get fined.
He said, "You fly off the rails, man. I'm here for that. I gotta calm that down."
Hey, look. As a good friend, I always said, "Tell me when I'm telling lies." When was he lying?
Guess what?
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
What up, Hugo?
You go, boy.
I'm about to look. If you notice, CM Punk didn't stop him and say, "Hey, you're wrong." So we'll tell him when I'm telling lies.
And then later on,
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
After the thing happened that we're going to talk about, CM Punk went on to talk about, hey, if somebody hits me and they're an executive, I'm hitting them back too. And he's already done that.
He has.
Hey man, like I said, tell me when I'm telling lies. He's just speaking the truth.
Guys.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
The fact that he's sitting there dry stitching on himself is hilarious.
I kind of like.
Hey, that's another CM Punk in a different company that we don't need to worry about.
I'm gonna let you know that once we get to another person, it's gonna be tied to this. So, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So it's gonna be tied to this. So.
All right. So hit the next one. Let me just set up the scenario. So the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth Franklin Rollins came out. He calls out Cody Rhodes, says, "Cody, we need to settle this. I want my answer." And out comes Roman. Roman then says, "Cody, you had your chance. You've been waiting. You lost your chance. You took too long. So I'm gonna face. I'm now making the choice. I'm facing The Rock. The Rock comes out. The Rock then starts insulting Dusty. Well, first The Rock shows the
The
family tree. Hit the family tree.
The family tree here.
And did you realize who they actually had on the family tree? They put Jacob Fatu on the tree.
They did. I saw that too.
He's like dead center on the bottom. And Trinity.
Eddie Fatu.
Hey man,
They put Naomi on. Naomi's in the bloodline.
Oh yeah, by marriage, of course.
The Rock said, "We doing everybody. I don't give a fuck. They don't work here or not. Everybody is Joseph.
They've got
Solo Sikoa.
Yep, they got Solo. They got Lance there.
They got
Tamina. They got
Ava.
Obviously, Ava's there.
Obviously.
Well, first of all, they're missing the Rock's dad's other 19 kids.
Wasn't Jimmy a part of this? Jimmy Snuka a part of this? Like by marriage?
that's Tamina's dad.
Where is he? Was he in there?
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, James.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
I'm about to say, he's in there because you see Tamina's name, you just go up above her.
Yeah, they're just missing the Rock's other 19 siblings.
Wait, hold up. Hold up. The Tamina's there. Is her brother there? Deuce from Dynamo?
Deuce and Domino, yeah. I know it's one of Jimmy's kids.
Yeah, I think I see him.
there.
Yeah, because it's right next to her.
It's right next to her, yeah.
Yeah, all the way in the corner.
Deuce. He's like the last one.
I'm just surprised WWE ain't trying to capitalize on this and make this a T-shirt and watch some people buy it like idiots.
You know what? I'm surprised they haven't.
Yeah, because I can see this on a hoodie and walking out with it on.
It's still weird to see Jacob in there, even though it's correct. Like,
yeah, you know what? That's probably why, because then they have to fucking get the permission to use everybody's name for a T-shirt.
Yeah, true.
And that's a lot of fucking copyrights.
It is.
I'm about to say they can use Jacob because Jacob wrestled his last match in MLW. He wrestled his last match. So
but does that mean he's coming over to WWE?
No, he will not, for the simple fact that yeah, he has a lot more shit behind him, more than Matt Riddle.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. WWE is now owned by TKO and Endeavor.
Exactly.
How many people work for the UFC that have worse fucking arrest records than Jacob Fatu? Fucking.
It's a good amount of them, but the only one that's still really working there right now with any is John Jones.
Exactly. If John Jones is still fucking working, bring in Jacob Fatu.
Plus, The Rock is in the board now, so he has a saying in it. He could bring Jacob.
Look, at this point now, I'd be an asshole. You're going to bring Jacob Fatu back. You might as well just go ahead and bring Matt Riddle back.
Well, speaking of Matt Riddle, side note.
Yeah. I
just saw a quick article from Matt Riddle. He said in an interview, "I wish I could have finished the story with Randy, but I messed up. There's always a dumb article written about me. I get porn stars pregnant. It's whatever, dude. I get it. For WWE, I'm a PR nightmare."
Hey, man, anyway. It takes a bigger man to admit when they're fucked up. Look at Velveteen.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the bloodline. So, The Rock introduces the family tree. He starts insulting Dusty. Out comes Cody. This is bullshit. And then he says, if either one of your grandfathers were here, if the High Chief was here, he would be ashamed of you.
Wait. Hold up. Let's go back to Cody's best one-liner of 2024. How are y'all going to be able to do something when neither one of y'all two been here for the last 2 years?
Nah, he was like,
cook up anything,
dude. He was like, how y'all gonna be here anyway to defend the title if y'all haven't been doing the cooking for 2 years?
How are you sitting at the table if neither one of you have been cooking for the last 2 years?
Boy, he dropped that. I was like,
I feel like bomb right there,
bro. When he dropped that, I felt the black people that passed behind him holding his shoulders like, you got this.
You got this.
You've had that one in the chamber for a while. We felt it. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but then he hit the Will Smith.
Okay.
He hit the Will Smith.
Yes.
And Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes took the Chris Rock.
He hit it. Man, well, here's the perfect sounds for. Let me see if it's in this one.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Huh? Smack.
Let me tell you, this was Shit, dog, I had to call you when I saw this shit. This shit caught me off guard.
Oh yeah, this is one of those other days where I worked like 14 hours.
Big facts.
Word.
I was going to text Dar, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I gotta call this man. This man gotta hear what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it went down, I tell you not, Twitter blew the fuck up. People was like, wait a minute, what just happened? Like this didn't seem like it was like a joke. This seemed like they was like, God didn't just shoot each other. And I think The Rock was like, hey, you know what being better? I just slapped the hell out of Cody. Cody was like, wait, what? Why would you slap
it looked
me?
real. Like
This
it looked
was
super real.
I think they accepted the fact that the fans don't want to see The Rock in this match, and they pivoted perfectly away from it. Now, however, the problem that they're going to run into with The Rock's heel turn, The Rock cannot outshine Roman.
No.
That's the new problem. Because the Rock is still going to be The Rock, even though he's a heel. He's still going to be the charismatic version of himself, just as a bad guy.
He's gonna be Hollywood 2.0.
And Roman is not, even though the Roman's still a great promo, he's not charismatic the way The Rock is.
Was that Will Smith?
So The Rock is still in danger of outshining Roman in this situation, and the focus still needs to be on Roman to be the man that's, the head of the table that Cody has to take down.
They can still capitalize on this though, because The Rock did take a massive heat from this, but
that's the
Roman
thing.
could do
That's what the
something
focus is on now. The focus is now on The Rock and Cody, and not Rock and Roman.
I feel like this is a good setup for The Rock to still push it towards Cody and Roman, but he just got to inject himself because he already know that he's getting the booze
Right.
that
Now,
he
we're
didn't
talking
think he was
about-
going to get.
Now we're talking about 3 people out of the 4. What about Seth freaking Rollins after this?
Well,
Yeah.
hit the next slide, because after the press conference on the way out, The Rock is in the hallway yelling at Triple H to fix it. He fucked with our family. Fucking fix it, or I'll fix it.
You know who else said that before 10 years ago? Batista. With the same line.
Yeah.
Fix it. So that's kind of the hint of the work of the Mortar storyline. So
Yeah.
I think, they're going to go with that, but it could be a tag team match.
And then on SmackDown, he was introduced as Paul Triple H Levesque. They actually used his government name on SmackDown. Paul Triple H Levesque said someone is confused about who has authority. There is one person calling the shots, and you're looking at him.
Love it.
Bro, it was just beautiful because he even dropped a couple of Rock verses.
Yeah.
So I think you need to know your role.
Yes.
And shut your mouth.
As
And I was
true
like,
as Triple H
"Oh."
would be, Attitude Era Triple H making fun of Rock.
Valdor, if I was you, I'd scroll back now. Fuck what we're talking about. Scroll back and see the cheeks.
Oh, yeah,
please
of
do.
course.
Please
do.
Go back.
Because you might forget and you're going to be mad about it.
Yeah.
Scroll back and watch the cheeks now.
Chicks of the week.
Do it now.
Do it now.
That
Do it
deserves
now.
That deserves an Ultra Cheeks of the Week symbol right there.
Probably our best one yet for this year.
But yo, I ain't gonna lie, this promo.
You might even need to mute us and get some lotion.
I have mine ready. Listen here. This was, when I say wrestling at its old school finest, it had me so intrigued. I was like, I understand that The Rock with Roman was supposed to happen one WrestleMania, and we didn't get it. And I remember also Triple H and The Rock was supposed to happen, and we didn't get it. I said, but just getting the interaction that we're getting right now, it's just, it got me ready for WrestleMania. I know I'm ready for WrestleMania, but now I'm ready for WrestleMania to see what's going to happen.
So as a part of Triple H's promo, he announced that the official main event is Cody and Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Now, can there be an auxiliary match? Is it going to be Rock and Roman versus Seth and Cody night 1, and then like Drew and Seth it was going to be night 2, and then as for that title, or is Triple H, coming off the bench. Is it going to be Rock Triple H? Night 1 main event?
As I want this to happen for years, because I always dreamt of this match for one-on-one, them actually being one-on-one on WrestleMania. The thing is, Triple H, he can't wrestle like that anymore.
So here's my other proposal. Cody, Triple H, Rock Roman. Tag team.
I will like
that way you can hide Triple H and you can hide The Rock from both getting injured. And for Triple H's health's sake. Because The Rock's getting hurt regardless of what he's doing.
Hey, look, I have this weird third option.
Okay.
That has been brewing in my head. So ever since Seth Rollins did his little thing there trying to have Cody's back, and Seth Rollins was have a way about it. What if we have Roman versus Cody? Rock is out there with the family, and you have Seth and Triple H in his corner to counter the people that's going to be out there. So Cody has a real one-on-one match now for the first time ever against Roman.
Right.
Triple H is going to intervene the best way he can. Seth Rollins is going to be there to at least fight Solo or Jimmy. And I feel like it will be almost Triple H, Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania when Sammy was out there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it should lead to that being a match by itself. That should be like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that should be the end of night 2.
I'm just trying to think what can we do with this for night 1? That's my only question.
I feel like night 1 should be Drew. If it's gonna be Drew and Rollins, I feel like it should be night 1. So whatever happens after that point, Rollins has Cody back no matter what.
Well, on Raw last night, the promo between Cody and Rollins alluded to the fact that I helped create the monster that is Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. I will now shield you from Roman Reigns. So
it's pretty cool quote.
He said I have your back in whatever context of what is going to happen. So whether it's going to be, Rollins Cody in a tag, whatever. Something's going to happen.
I just wanted to end to where Cody does finish his story, but right before he almost gets screwed over by The Rock with Roman, and then you hear the glass breaking and fucking Stone Cold comes out and stunners The Rock, and The Rock gives us that classic Stone Cold stunner sell that he does. I want to see that. If that happens, I will literally jump off my chair.
The Undertaker had something to say. The Undertaker now has a podcast. It's called 6 Feet Under. Mm-hmm. He said,
"Great name, by the way."
Yeah, there is like a calm backstage. I've seen Triple H get worked up, but I haven't seen him yell at talent. I haven't seen him badmouth anybody. It's just the atmosphere.
I mean,
and this is coming from the dead man, one of the most serious motherfuckers there.
If it's coming from the guy who had 21-0 once, and
he's now 24-0, sir.
24-0. I'm sorry.
He's now 24-0.
I forgot the recent events made changes.
So it's now 24-0, and Roman Reigns broke the streak.
Yeah, just go ahead and get Roman.
That's how it's supposed to be, right?
That's now the official record.
That's how it was supposed to be, right? We knew it was Roman Reigns that was going to break the streak. Yeah.
That is now how it's recognized. that other guy from Minnesota. What's his name? I don't know. He
was a football player.
Yeah,
he used to be.
It never happened. Never happened.
Hey man, look. All I know is that albino guy now made one of the best Instagram people not know what he needs to do with his life. Because the Minnesota guy T-shirt dude that used to be at all the events posted the other day, where do I go from here? Getting rid of the shirt finally.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Yeah.
Damn.
I said, oh my God, that's technically his whole legacy is this man, and you just wrote him out of the book. So where does that leave him now?
Yeah, that's wild.
That's nuts.
Sonya Deville got married over the weekend to her girlfriend, fiance, finally, and Maria Menounos officiated the wedding.
I just see 3 bad women in one standing place. I don't see what's going on. It looked like an Oops Oreo, and I want it.
This looks like a 21 Savage bone.
It does.
Free picky bitches in the yacht.
Facts. Oh yeah, Valdor. Brock Lesnar has been written out of the history books. He's not mentioned. He's been taken out of like every clip. He's got the Chris Benoit treatment right now.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vince McMahon and Brock Lesnar had the Chris Benoit treatment.
Yeah.
Chris Benoit treatment.
Yeah. Brock no longer exists.
Even though he's alive, you know.
Yeah, he no longer exists.
He no longer exists.
Gotcha, bitch.
That pale man that can lift cows and F5 sharks is sitting on the farm just thinking, maybe I shouldn't have accepted those photos from Vince.
He's more unseen than John Cena.
Yeah.
More crazy.
Yeah.
Because they don't know who just F5. What is an F5, by the way? It's just some move that they did in a shark somewhere in the beach somewhere.
Hey, you know what's funny? The one person I thought I would want to hear say something about this, I get to say something, and that's Cena.
Yeah, I didn't even hear his response, but I don't think he responds.
He ain't gonna say
like
shit.
Yeah,
I'm about to say shit. I don't know because that Logan Paul podcast, that man was talking a lot.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
They never done interviews like that. So I was like, yo, I kind of want to hear what he got to say because they like, what WWE gonna do? Not use him? He says he got like 3 years left of him anyway, so he really get two flying shits.
That's true.
It was kind of funny when he talked about that lady who got her, I guess her sidewalk taken.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Tyler Reks, the former Tyler Reks, now known as Gabbi Tuft, after transitioning, is very close to returning to wrestling. She got cleared by her doctor and is training with Natalya in the new dungeon.
She'll be women's champion in like 3 months.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I just want y'all to hear me out. Her versus Charlotte. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, I swear it's the same person.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She do remind me of one person, and you gonna laugh when you say this. Nicole Bass.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now, if he want to wrestle and be like the heavy arm person like Nicole Bass was with people, I'm cool with it. But at the same time, I'm just happy to see the motherfucker back in wrestling. Because of the fact, they said they would never come back.
This would be history though if she does.
Yeah.
It would be history.
She'd be WWE's first transition wrestler. They already had gay ones, but they never had a trans one.
Yep. Yeah. So Forbidden Door, Nyla Rose versus Gabbi Tuft.
Oh my God, that would be a fight that I will watch AEW for. You understand me?
I mean, it could happen.
Right. It's just a dramatic change from the left to the right.
And that could attract a much bigger audience too. Honestly, it could.
AEW needs it.
They need an audience. They need any type of audience right now.
Well, not really. They're fucking record breaking. Well, not in terms of TV audience, because obviously you're never going to reach what you did in Attitude Era. But in terms of attendance is just insane right now.
Are we bringing back Wembley numbers?
Oh, I'm sorry. You said AEW. Yeah, AEW. Yeah.
They need like.
They're not even going to match Wembley last year. First of all, they didn't book the entire building.
I don't think they could afford Wembley this year.
They only booked 2/3 of the building. They're only set up for 60,000 seats because they know they can't match what they did last year. And I think the last time I checked, they've only sold like 32,000 seats.
Look, let me tell you something.
And mind you, they've already been advertising since October. You wait in August, you started advertising in October. So you started advertising 10 months ahead of time.
Hey, look, I can tell you right now, the WWE wanted to be some real dicks. They should just go ahead and rent that place out and show you how you really supposed to pack it out.
Yeah.
Man.
Because you already got wrestling fans over there like this is WWE shit. And they spend way a lot of money to come over here to watch the show. You told us they ain't got to go far? Oh, bro, I feel like half the continent is going to be there.
Because think about what they did for the fucking show with where Drew was, where we thought Drew was gonna win the title. They sold that building out.
Hell, they sold that building out. Hell, didn't they pack out the one in Puerto Rico too?
That one? I think they've already almost sold out the Germany show, and that's still fucking what, June? And that's already almost sold out.
Is Perfect sold out?
Yeah, that one's almost that. It's maybe like a couple thousand seats left, maybe like 2,000 seats left.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like
Perf's gonna be crazy in the Elimination Chamber, especially off the road to WrestleMania.
And you got Rhea is gonna be in like the semi-main event.
Like, yo, it's gonna be nuts. It's definitely gonna be nuts. There's gonna be a lot of mommy seats up there. Definitely.
Yeah,
it better be.
All right,
we're all cheering for mommy.
And the latest Vince McMahon scandal update. People are now going to the Ashley Massaro suicide event. And they're saying it has something to do with Vince.
You know what's funny? I thought about this the other day, and now that you posted, I swear I just talked about this to somebody at my job, like not even like a week ago.
Vice TV has published a previously unreleased statement by Ashley Massaro where she claimed to have seen Vince McMahon making out with divas in the locker room. She said when she turned him down, he began to sabotage her career.
Did you hear what Did you hear what it was?
Go ahead.
So apparently, Vince was pretty much setting her up with the military, but like was a person of the military in there. But they didn't want the story to leak out. Vince, of course,
right?
But as soon as she passed, the WWE didn't even make a statement or anything residing to that, or they kept it shut. Let's say,
right?
So, yeah, this is a crazy story, man.
An unnamed former talent in an interview said there came a point where Vince started writing her promos, and Vince never wrote any female talent's promos ever. He only did main event top tier talent. That's the only time he got involved with. This is what this person needs to say in a promo. So Mike, when she approached Michael Hayes about it, and Michael says, "You're fucked. The Vince doesn't do that. You're fucked."
It's crazy, man. What they did to her.
I'm telling you, bro. You look back now at all the stuff that was happening to certain women, and you start thinking about it. Vince was saying it to us a long time ago.
And when I was talking to Darth earlier, I met Ashley in 2018, a year before she passed, and like she was the sweetest person though. Like she was a sweetheart, but you can tell like stuff was going on. You know, like you could definitely tell. I mean, it looked like it wasn't like going. It wasn't all joyful for her, but like I felt that, and then I really felt really bad afterwards. Like now I feel like like I'm seeing this unraveled like in front of me. So, yeah,
I'm about to say, because you think about it, Ashley, Sable, what's her name? What's her name? Darth that was going to marry Theodore Long from SmackDown, the black chick. Like Christy
Hemme?
No, not Christy Hemme. No, the black chick.
Oh, Jesus!
I forgot her name, but her,
I'm sure Kelvin will come up with her name.
Like if you think about it and you look, man, a lot of these women were saying this shit beforehand, before they left, and then you just see they just never came back to wrestling. They just never talked about it. They would show up to like the events, like the one in New York where all of the wrestlers come to, but none of them really talked about it. If you said something about Vince about them, they would just not.
Crystal Marshall.
There you go.
Like it's weird that a lot of women, hell, I feel like that's the reason why the cat didn't get to stay there long.
What about Julian?
Well, now that we've learned about all these NDAs and hush money, everybody probably got it.
Hell yeah. Except for us. I need a paycheck. Vince touched me.
Yeah, he touched you and he said, "Yo,
Keep it up. I'm a nigga.
Pause.
Yeah, Black History Month.
Pause.
Black History Month, I can hear him saying it. I can hear him saying that.
Pause.
all right, it was in bad taste." Sorry.
Moving from one.
Don't crucify me.
I don't even have a segue for this one. Tony Khan. That weirdo.
Yeah,
One weirdo to another.
Fucking Mark.
Weirdos for different reasons. Tony Khan. Constipated Tony Khan.
Yes.
Constipated Tony
does
Khan.
look like he is.
He made his big announcement. It was not a huge announcement. It was not an important announcement. What other kind of announcements does he make?
Important.
Yeah, it was a big
Special.
announcement. Special announcement. He makes special announcements.
I'm like
Special
literally
announcement.
like
What
going through the head
announcement?
of what he's just said.
But this was a big announcement.
Yes, it was big.
His announcement was a TV special for March 13th. This special is going to be called Big Business.
Quote the business.
Big
Business.
business. And it will take place from TD Gardens in Boston, Massachusetts. Hit the next one.
Yep.
And if you notice, it is spelled B-O money sign T-O-N. Boston. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné will be debuting. You're welcome.
Great hint, Tony
Yay.
Tony Khan. I almost call him Tony Han.
She'll be exciting for all of 2 months and then disappear into the ether like everybody else that's been signed. Hey, where's Adam Copeland?
Adam
In
Copeland.
a
is
Percy
in-
Jackson movie?
I think he's in witness protection.
Hey, look, I can tell you right now, he's not in catering because, when have you heard anybody that we talk about catering?
Apparently, their catering's not very good.
I would believe so.
I will.
Yeah, because if you're not with the Coke party crowd, the catering's not very good. Allegedly, I have no knowledge of the Coke parties.
I'll pull out the Glock.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's nice. But again, until they fix the booking problems, bringing in all these great talent, like Okada's supposed to be coming in soon. He turned down WWE. Until you fix the booking problem and the way people are used, it's great for 2 months, and then
That's it. The spark's gone.
yeah, it's gone.
That's how it is with most of the talents. There are former WWE talents. The spark is there for not even 3 months.
Hey, man.
Boom.
Look,
It's gone.
Hey, look,
Should be
we all
mid-Carter.
know- Hey, look, we all know once you get new toys, you play with them for a while, and you remember old toys are actually fun too. Let me go play with those for a while.
Is that why he brought Hardy to have like a heel role right now? Like,
Oh yeah, the Hardys are finally back on Dynamite after complaining for like 3 months.
yeah.
Because they kept posting on Twitter. It sure be nice to work on Wednesday. Look at it. We're on Fridays every week. We're on Saturdays every week. But we haven't been on a Wednesday in over 3 months.
And that's mostly Matt saying it.
Yeah, that's Matt. Yeah.
And then Jeff, they gave him a new role, or they gave him
And
the
then he
heel
keeps
role.
losing.
They gave him the heel role every time he loses.
Well, he's back on Wednesdays, but he keeps losing.
And he's just like saying F you to everybody now. Like, I lost. F you. Okay. We'll see what we get.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm interested to see that.
Yeah, so
Is he going to do a promo on the road?
yeah, I guess that's the whole that was the whole announcement. The big business and the hint of Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks debuting. That was the whole announcement.
Do you want my honest opinion about this?
Hit me.
Next slide.
Sting and Darby Allin have won the AEW Tag Team Championships as a
Sting.
part of
You
these.
little boy.
The little boy with a stink.
The little boy looks like a army soldier now. What? He looks like he aged like 20 years.
Well, you have to remember, he's also training to climb Mount Everest in his spare time.
I'm about to say, hey, man,
I mean,
body disappear up there. I'm just saying,
it looked
we
like
could lose a champion.
it looked like a sergeant went through a phase. Like after the war, right? Like he just put face paint.
Yeah.
In the house, in the bathroom.
He looks like if you gave him a chance on 205 Live and he didn't cut weight.
He's gonna talk to you about his experience in Grenada.
Yeah, he was in Tropic Thunder. You ain't see him in the background, but he was
there. While Robert Downey Jr. is doing blackface, and everybody's cool with it somehow.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, it's Robert Downey Jr., bro. Like, Robert Downey Jr. would not get canceled before Vince McMahon.
I think he was in the right place in the right time to be doing that. I didn't know what was the right time, but I guess that was the right time.
Hey, look, the way things going with the way they canceling people in wrestling now, even though, we only knew of the one man, Chris Benoit, of all people that got canceled. At this point right now, shit, it seems like everybody can go.
A lot of dead people got canceled. Think of Fabulous Moolah. Freaking
the fact that they had to rename the fucking women's battle royal, WrestleMania battle royal.
That's right.
After like, oh, it's gonna be the move. Like they was like, no, we don't want a trophy named after that bitch. And she got fucking canceled and she's fucking dead.
She got canceled. It's crazy how nobody stood up to her when she was alive.
Yeah, because she was a fucking G when she was alive. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of that was not like presented when she was older and she was alive.
She was a good G when she was alive, but when she became old, let me tell you, a hip and some stairs make a good combination.
Yeah, true.
So, so after Sting and Darby Allin won the tag titles, they were attacked by their opponents for AEW Revolution, the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas.
I'm about to say, I'm sorry, you guys say their names right. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson.
Yes.
And
they did a thing where they attributed it to their arch enemy, Jim Cornette. They wore white suits and were covered in blood, which he did back in like 1985, where he was hit in the head by none other than Paulie Dangerously, Paul Heyman, with that giant brick cell phone, and he bled all over his white suit.
I'm surprised.
So they did the same thing. They stole something from the man they hate the most.
Hey man, you live long to see yourself become a villain.
Yeah, I guess so.
in case of the Bucks, they've always been the villain. they just
don't know it.
They just started to see it now.
They just don't know it.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Calvin's got it. Moolah was a pimp, basically. That's basically what she was pimping. She was pimping bitches.
Hey, look, no funny shit. When you look at Matthew and Nicholas, don't they look like a younger and mid-older version of Ron Jeremy?
They just need beer bellies.
I'm about to say, no. I'm talking about younger years before he got the beer belly. They leading into it.
I always thought when R-Truth was talking about Tom and Nick, I thought it was talking about them.
It would have been great if
it would have been funny if he did.
Sense.
But then he says Mysterio. I'm like, oh, okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
Tom and Nick Mysterio would have been a funny, like, one-liner, pretty much, for R-Truth, just to jab at AEW. Shit.
But yeah, I just find it weird that they did the bloody white suits. It's a classic Jim Cornette. Matter of fact, for Christmas last year, Jim Cornette did a bloody suit action figure.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'll send you I think it's still on his website. I'll fucking send you the link for it.
Shit.
I
did not know that. I didn't even know this whole sequence happened, like, before.
I just find it really strange that they did that, and knowing that that's one of his, like, signature moments of his career, the bloody suit. And that's, like, their arch enemy. I just find it extremely weird that they did that. But anyway. Moving on. Scott D'Amore
Well,
president of TNA, former WWF talent, and fiance of TNA talent Giselle Shaw.
Still don't understand that, but continue.
He is homosexual, so he's engaged to a trans individual.
Hey man, to each of their own.
Yeah. So yeah. Fired by TNA. Their reason.
Former president
Fired by TNA. Their reason being, we don't want to increase the budget.
Wow.
Who the hell?
He keeps asking for a bigger budget. He wants to do more. He wants to book bigger arenas. He wants to make the show look like AEW. Wants to make it look like WWE.
So, let me get this straight. TNA has gone through a resurrection.
Yes.
With Scott.
Yes.
And it's doing so well that normally you would ask for a bigger budget so you can have more shows, more live events, more, more crazy attractions to your show. Instead of them saying no, they fired him?
Correct.
What in the actual fuck is that?
Yes, he's been fired because he's been told, he's asked multiple times. They've said no multiple times, and they've said stop asking.
Oh.
So he asked one too many times, and he's out the door.
So he kept asking.
Yes.
Hey man, you don't get nowhere in life without asking.
That's true, but now
so yeah, respect to him. Respect
life.
to him for trying to give us a better product. But
I respect it. But now, like, who's going to be in charge? And now, is this over for TNA, or is it going to be different?
Anthony Cicerone has been named as the new president of TNA Wrestling. I don't know who Anthony Cicerone is.
That sounds like a jabroni. I don't like him already.
Yeah.
Sounds like a new Vince.
Yeah, he's not. I think he's just somebody like within the organization, like the executive structure. I don't think he's going to be within the actual wrestling, side.
So he's another Brian Corgan.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Fuck. Well, it was nice knowing you, TNA, for that little resurrection you guys had. It was great. Thanks for giving us Dolph Ziggler.
The move is aimed to further integrate TNA Wrestling into Anthem Entertainment Group, of which Cicerone is president, leveraging the entire company's resources to add more value in areas including production, distribution, marketing, viewership, customer acquisition, digital revenue streams, ad sales, and sponsorships. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. He's already in the company.
Wow.
Yeah, this is already they merged the company. They're merging jobs. He's a president of something else, and they merge jobs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
it was nice knowing you, Scott.
It was nice knowing you. It was a great attempt. It was really good. A great attempt. I mean, TNA hasn't been like that watched in years.
Yeah. I dare say it might even get more views than Collision.
I think it did get more views than Collision, let's be honest.
Well, Little Big Wrestling got more views than Collision last week. Remember that?
I know it got more than Rampage.
No. Rampage still gets... some weeks Rampage gets more views than Collision.
When TNA was here. TNA literally took over after Rampage.
Currently, TNA is still behind on an average week. Those big weeks where Okada showed up, it got more. But
Rampage got more.
No.
Oh, when Okada came.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then it got more.
Because that's like a spike because normally a normal week for TNA is right at 100,000. That's a normal week.
Well, we got 200 on the Rampage.
Yeah. In this week's underappreciated black wrestling legend, Junkyard Dog, who is definitely underappreciated as a legend.
Definitely underrated.
Underrated.
Bro,
Bro,
I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like Junkyard Dog is the reason why back in the day they was like, who got that dog in him?
Facts.
Yo, word.
Facts.
Word.
JYD.
He was the definition of who he got that dog in.
He primarily worked out of Louisiana for the Mid-South Wrestling territory. He worked with One Man Gang, Kamala, King Kong Bundy. He was promoted by Jerry Jarrett. He was promoted by Stu Hart. He went to Stampede for a while. Mm-hmm. He was the North American Heavyweight Champion twice. He was promoted by Bill Watts for a while. He had a short stint in WWE. However, that was on the tail end of his career. That wasn't his best years personally either. He developed a drug habit and ultimately ended up dying from the drug habit because that really fucked up his health. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of the black wrestlers in the 80s and the early 90s really like looked back at Junkyard Dog as that's where like that era of wrestlers really looked to as a inspiration, because as a black man in the South in the 70s, that's tough. But specifically in where he was like a fucking god. Because when you think about like Mil Mascaras, or think about Pedro Morales, or you think about Bruno Sammartino. When you think about the ethnic like hero that was a champion like in their territory, that's Junkyard Dog for Louisiana. Like the He's just a fucking god. Or Bret Hart in Canada.
Well,
he's
Ric
just
Flair, or
not so much Ric Flair. He's not like the ethnic hero. Okay, yeah,
Rick's definitely a legend in North
yes.
Carolina. Like, no, yeah.
But I'm trying to go more like Mil Mascaras and
I understand.
Bruno with the Italians, and again, just specifically ethnic heroes. So he was just the black guy for the average black person in Louisiana in the 70s. He was a fucking inspiration. He was a god to them. And that's where he got his upstart. And
well, he got recognized definitely.
Yeah, he got enough recognition to get a shot with Vince up north. And like I said, unfortunately, it was on the tail of Vince's career. He had a drug habit, and it fizzled out kind of quickly. But nonetheless, a very recognizable figure that it was underappreciated for black wrestling history.
Definitely.
And now, outside the ropes.
Yeah.
Best lemon lime soda.
That's why you asked me to spray.
Best lemon lime soda. And I'm going to sum it up like this. I'm going to let anybody argue Sprite. You can argue Sprite, but we all know it's 7-Up. End of story.
I was going to take 7-Up.
You know what's funny? I would probably be with you on this one. Let me tell you something. All these lemon lime sodas are great, but don't none of them mix well with liquor more than Sprite do.
Okay, Sprite got that.
That's why
I'm not a drinker, though.
I'll let you argue Sprite. But if you're just drinking the soda, it's 7-Up.
Well, I'm not a drinker, though, so I mean, I can't really say anything about mixing with alcohol. I always thought 7-Up was like one of the underrated, like Sprite almost like drink. I mean, definitely was cheaper than Sprite.
And Starry immediately loses the argument because he had to rebrand it because it was so bad.
Yeah.
It's better now.
It's
Matter
definitely
of fact,
better.
They reformulated Sierra Mist, still didn't work, and then had to rebrand it and reformulate it again.
I don't like Sierra Mist. I'm glad you didn't put it in this list.
Well, Starry is what used to be Sierra Mist.
Oh, Starry?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I never knew that.
Remember, they reformulated Sierra Mist once, didn't work.
I thought they separated them or something.
No. They reformulated it in like 2012. And then like 2 years ago, well, not even 2 years ago, I think it was last year, they rebranded it to Starry. And while reformulated it a second time. It's better now, but it's still, you had to do it twice with a rebrand.
True.
Hey, look, I can tell you right now, I'm going to choose Sprite. Just for simple fact, it's a lemon lime soda, and I get it, lemon lime soda. But then Sprite fucked up and came out with all them other flavors. And I was like, wow, a grape Sprite. Ooh, a peach Sprite. Ooh, a strawberry Sprite. Yeah, Sprite still got it for me. It's still going to be hands down because they went from It was like, oh, we're gonna do lemon lime. You know what? We're gonna test the waters. We're gonna try every other flavor.
You know, the Coke freestyle machine is really a cheat code.
True.
Because the fucking the Sprite limonade is goated.
Let me tell you right now, if you ain't black until you had some Sprite purple drink. I do every time I go to Wingstop down here. They be like, "You get your soda." I get that large, and I fill that bad boy with grape, and I just drink. And I be like, "I don't even drink grape soda on a regular, but this is it."
I mean, I love when you go to the movie theaters or wherever they have them mixed drinks.
Yeah,
it's so good when you mix it with Sprite, because Sprite is the structure, right? You put Sprite and then you put other shit on, like high C, cherry, or freaking like grape or anything, like just to mix.
You know what I used to do when I go to before Boston Market closed? I would get the Country Time raspberry lemonade and mix it with Sprite.
Oh, you got something there.
You go like 3/4 of the Country Time raspberry lemonade and then top it with Sprite. That shit was fire.
Shit, that sounds fire.
It's sparkling raspberry lemonade. That shit was fire.
I love raspberry lemonade. So,
fire.
Shit. That's why I usually drink on the Crystal Light. Yo, I might do that then. Put Crystal Light raspberry lemonade and just put Sprite on it.
So, well, if you're going with the Crystal Light on the healthy tip, Sprite 0.
Yes, of course, Sprite 0.
Sprite 0.
Yeah. You know, take the calories out.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Somebody I talked to put me onto something I ain't never think of, because she was talking and she was like, "Yeah, you know, I got Sprite wine." I said, "Pause."
What
are you talking about? She was like, "You never had carbonated wine with Sprite?" I was like, "I've never even thought about putting them two together." She was like, "You gotta try it," and I tried it. I'm gonna tell you right now, depending on what wine you get, that shit hit. I was like, wow. So Sprite just the base for everything.
Yeah, it's like making a spritz.
Basically.
Yeah, too. That's true.
Well, it's time for us to get out of here. I have been Darth Messiah, and you, sir.
Alex, the motherfucker.
Good night, sir.
Good night, all. All a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.